Welcome to another Demo Derby. I would like to check out the demo for Spyro the Dragon. Because a bunch of these demos are from different points during the game's development. I'm expecting that if this demo slaps us in the artisan world, then we may get an early version of the first flight level. And that would be curious to see. There are plenty of prototypes of Spyro the Dragon floating around now that have been dubbed. I played one... Oh, it's playing the title theme music! Lovely. I played one not too long ago and found the hidden Thigh Master's world.
Thank you for releasing me. Free the dragons in the artisan world, then seek out the...
It's playing one of the level themes here as well.
What about Nasty Norg?
That's all.
Wow, early version of the cutscene as well. Different dialogue. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, even this early on, the doorway to the flight level should... Wow, this feels floaty. This feels floaty. The doorway to the flight level should be active. It's not. This is from before the flight level was programmed in. Yeah. Interesting.
Go after some sheep first. Those little creatures release butterflies, which Sparks the dragonfly eats. Sparks protects you.
This dialogue is very rough. The flight level is not here, so the prototype that I played through on livestream was further along in development because the flight level was intact and reachable. So it's fascinating to see the game in this stage of development, because this is from an earlier point than the prototype I played through. But yeah, this is Spyro the Dragon, right? Everybody knows Spyro the Dragon. And based on this demo, yes, I would have gone out to play Spyro the Dragon, because it was one of the PS1 games that made me desperately want a PS1 in the first place. We had a Spyro the Dragon demo on the Winter Releases 98 disc, which came with our PlayStation 1 when we got it. And that Winter Releases 98 disc had a later build of Spyro on it, because that disc had the flying level intact in the demo, whereas this one does not. And I think that demo also played the Artisan Homeworld music and not the Spyro the Dragon theme. There are many more worlds for you to explore. I will take you to them when the game is finished. Yeah, so outright saying that the game is far from complete in this build, which is fascinating language there. I expect most of the Artisan Homeworld is done. Dark Hollow's playing the right music. I'm not noticing anything immediately different about Dark Hollow. So things like the hidden doorway, I'm sure, are done. For lighting both the torches? Isn't that how you... Doesn't... Oh, right, I think that opened this area here. I'm curious at what point in development we're in, if we have dragon cutscenes in this stage, or if we have just voiceover instead. Because we've got a dragon here, I'll see. If he gives us a text box instead of voiceover, yeah, okay. So it is at that point in development where not all the cutscenes are in yet. I need that. I mean, I have fond memories of playing Spyro the Dragon, but a lot of the more complex memories, I think, have been overwritten by alcohol and late nights. So there's a great deal of this where it's difficult to say what's new and what isn't. I can't imagine there's a great deal of time between this demo and the Winter Releases 98 demo. Apart from a few more music tracks and dragon conversations being in, and the first flight level. Sunny Flight? So yeah, there's another cutscene missing as well. Those little creatures are wearing fireproof armor. Try a charge attack instead of your flame. Oh, the select button just kicks you out the demo. Okay. Collect treasure, discover hidden levels, and learn about Spyro's world from great real-time animated dragons. Take a journey with Spyro, the biggest little hero to hit the PlayStation in 1998. Well, I want to boot into that demo again just to get a feel for maybe some more of the early levels and how they are, but I'll just do quick cuts to that stuff. This is important. It won't let me skip it. This is important. That's funny. I was not expecting the game to tell me off for trying to skip a cutscene that I have already seen so many times. So Stone Hill. Was it always called Stone Hill? I'm curious if all the doors are here. So Dark Hollow's door is here. Hey Spyro, press the jump button.
Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers, crashing through...
Oh, that.
His voice line was cut off a little bit. In the full game, it starts with, "Hey Spyro, press the jump button." Ah, doorway's missing here. I feel like the doorway was missing here in Winter Releases 98 as well. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into Stone Hill then. Could have sworn it had a different name, like Sheep Place or something. This isn't the right audio track, is it? It's hard to tell what's really different and what's a Mandela effect, but this feels like the wrong music. This feels like way later in the game music. It's much funkier. Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. Its color indicates its power to protect you. Where's Nasty Nork? I want to shove a pitchfork up his ass. Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you for now. Yeah, this music is wild. And definitely not what I'm used to for this stage. Oh yeah, the wall around the edge of the level is the same, as I remember. Okay. I usually end up missing, like, 2 gems, and they're somewhere on this hill. It always drives me mad when I'm going for a full completion of this stage. Hey, I'm not hearing na-na-na-na-na. He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon's egg! But the eggs are implemented at this point, the thieves and eggs. So yeah, it shows me the eggs up the top there. When I played through this, like, for the first time in a very long time, like, not too long ago, I was kind of shocked by how few dragon eggs there are in the game. Like, you barely have to deal with collecting that sort of thing nearer the end of the game. I always thought that because of the way you just don't have to collect them after a while, that maybe it was something late in development, but as we can see, you know, not all levels are fully implemented yet, and dragon eggs are in, so it wasn't something late in development. It was just always the intention, I guess, to not have you collecting dragon eggs much after the sort of middle worlds of the game. This vortex will take you back to the artisan home, where you can enter the other artisan lands. If you want to continue exploring, then do not step into the vortex. Now let me tell you a story. I think it was an old dragon there. It's like, now let me tell you, young whippersnapper, about the time I was a young dragon. I vaguely recall it being like an old man dragon, and Spyro being like, can't talk! Yeah, music is freaking me out. Like, there's a few sound effects missing here and there. It's just some things are a little bit different than I remember. And that could be bad memory, or that could simply be that this is from quite an earlier point in the game's development. And even what I'm expecting to be here from Winter Releases 98 isn't here. When you free a dragon or step on a dragon platform, you're saving your progress in the level. Ah, so you've got Replay Dragon feature here. Even though you can't replay a dragon that, you know, doesn't have an animation. I think it'll just open the text box if I do that. Nope. Replay Dragon does nothing if there's no cutscene associated to that dragon. Fascinating, fascinating. I figured it would just bring up the message box again, but no. There's no dragon cutscene to play, so the button does nothing. That is fascinating. What was I saying about I'm always, like, 2 gems off? And I don't know where they are. Oh, man. Why did I have to say that happens to me when playing this game? Because I jinxed myself now. There's a gem in the exit portal. That is unusual. Okay, so there's 2 more gems to find besides the one in the exit portal. Like I said, there's always 2 gems left for me at the end of this stage, and I have no idea where they are. And it happens to me every time I play this stage. Did I miss a chest in here, or...? Yeah. Right, and there's one in the exit portal. I'm gonna fully complete a level in this demo, I swear. Yeah, I think I've exhausted this demo for content. There's a lot here, and there's a lot here that's clearly unfinished, and it's super fascinating to me. And there's no way I can include everything that I've recorded in the Demo Derby episode, because it would be massive. But yeah, based on this demo, I would have played Spyro the Dragon, absolutely, because a similar demo, Winter Releases 98, was the one that sold me on Spyro the Dragon as a kid. That and Newsround, like, every week would have it as, like, the best-selling PlayStation game of the week was Spyro the Dragon. I remember back then how much the UK press was pushing PlayStation, and still do today, but I'm not getting into a console wars argument on an episode of Demo Derby. Anyway, this has been Demo Derby, but of course you already knew that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and if you join the channel, you'll be able to see episodes like this early, before everyone else. Until next time, if we live that long.